Hey everybody, it's the Spooky Yogi, and we're about to get twisted. Today's practice is all about rotation, tapping into creativity, and letting go of control so we can just go with the flow. So throw on something comfortable, find a cozy spot to practice, and meet me on the mat. Let's all meet lying down on our backs, however's comfortable today. Just make any final movements you need to really relax. Maybe the legs are long, or maybe you like the knees up. When you find your spot, just begin breathing slowly in and out of the nose. Try to let any stresses of the day just melt off of you. Don't worry about your to-do list, what happened yesterday, what you have to do tomorrow. Just be here right now. And as you inhale, count up 1, 2, 3 as the belly fills. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Let it go 3, 2, 1. Just continue this breath. Noticing as the chest rises and falls. If any thoughts come up, let them stay for a moment and then just let them pass. Just let it go. Allow the body to be heavy. Almost as if you're sinking into the earth. Take one last cleansing breath in the nose. Out the mouth, let it go. Let's bend the knees. Bring the feet flat on the floor, about hip width distance. On an inhale, we're going to lift just the belly and the low back up towards the sky, creating a little space here, a little window. And then exhale, lower back down, press the back into the mat. Inhaling the low back away, arching the back. Exhale as we flatten, pull the navel in. So think of the body as being fluid here, like water. Maybe the hips are a little sticky right now. They're not quite warm yet. But just imagine a wave-like sensation of the body. As we inhale up and exhale as we flatten. Let's do one more. Exhale down. Go on. Walk both feet a little wider than hip width distance. And on an exhale, let the knees gently fall to the right. Inhaling them back up. Exhale, falling over to the left, coming into some windshield wipers. Maybe get a little pop in the back. Working into the hips a little. Again, thinking about the movement of water. Fluid movements. Inhale the knees up. From the shoulders, take the arms directly out to either side. And once again, we're going to take the knees over to the right, and as we do this, allow the left arm to slide along the floor, reaching overhead. So we're getting a little stretch in the left side body. Inhale back to center as you draw the arm back out to the side. Knees come to the left as the right arm slides up along the floor, reaching overhead. Inhale up. So as the knees fall to the right, the left arm goes overhead. And when the knees come to the left, the right arm is moving. So it's almost like we're making half snow angels on either side. So adding a little more rotation to the movement. Let's do one more on either side. When the knees are back to center, let them stay there. Bring both knees into the chest. And rock back and forth if that feels nice. Keeping the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg long. Take the right arm out to the side, palm down, and then draw the right knee across the body over to the left. Bringing the breath into the right lung, trying to make space here. Just releasing where we can, letting it go. Inhale, come back to center, both knees into the chest. Take a breath. Extend the right leg long. Take the left arm out to the left side. And let's draw the knee across to the right. Really being intentional with the breath, seeing if you can bring it into the left side. How much space can you make here? Inhale, bring the knee back into the center. Bend the knees. Place both feet back on the floor about hip width distance. Bring the hands together. Interlace the fingers. Bring them behind the head to support you. On an exhale, draw the navel in as the shoulders lift away from the floor and the elbows come together. Inhale, slowly lower back down. Exhale, we're going to baby crunch. Elbows come together. Inhale, release. This time we're going to bring the left knee up and we're going to meet it with its elbow friends. and take it back down. Other side. Right knee comes up. See how close you can get to the elbows. And release. So we're going to keep alternating sides here. Exhaling as we come up. Inhaling on the way down. Shoulders draw away from the floor. Let's do one more time on each side. Last one. Let it go. Bring the hands down to your side. Nice deep breath in the nose. Exhale, release. Let's roll over to the right side. Pausing for a moment, using your arm as a pillow. Take a breath here. Use the top hand, press into the floor. Coming up into a seated, and then let's come onto our hands and knees for tabletop. Knees are hip width distance, hips over the knees, and wrists are either right underneath the shoulders or a little bit in front of. We're going to come into some cat-cows. So inhale, arch the back, lift the gaze, shine the heart forward. Exhale, release, pull the navel in, round the back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve round, gaze towards the toes. Keep going with your breath. Don't worry about what it looks like. Just think about how it feels. Where can you release tension? So you can continue this movement, cat and cows, or if you want to come with me, we're going to do some barrel rolls, or as I like to call them, avocado rolls. So we arch the back into cow. Exhale, we're going to swing the torso over to the right, coming into cat, and then inhale it over to the left, arching the back. So imagine you're inside the world's biggest avocado, and you've got to use your body to scrape out all of that guac. And then go the other way. And really just get creative with this movement. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to feel good. After you've gone a few rounds on either side, let's meet back in center with a flat back. And bring the weight into the left hand. We're going to rotate open to the right as the right arm lifts and then the fingertips go towards the sky. Exhale, bring this hand, we're going to thread it underneath the left armpit, just about halfway, and then come back up. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate over to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale up. And this time, exhale, we're going to thread all the way through so the shoulder comes to the floor and the right temple comes to the ground. Thread the needle. You can tent up onto the left fingertips here. Get a little more rotation of the spine. Or if you like, you can extend the arm towards the front of the mat. Or try both and see which one feels better today. If you want a little more, from the left hip, you can take the left leg out, press the toes into the mat. This takes a little more balance. Last breath. Press the left hand into the mat. Push, push ourselves up. Let's extend the arm overhead one more time. Fingers to the ceiling. Exhale, palm to the ground. Take the other side. So pressing the right hand into the mat. We're opening up to the left, extending the arm high. And then exhale, left hand comes underneath the right armpit, not quite all the way to the floor. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise. Last one. Inhale up. And this one we're going to hold. So take it all the way through, arm and elbow to the floor, temple to the ground. And then either tenting up here, getting a little more twist, or extending forward. Or if you want to add the balance, take the right leg back, toes into the floor. You choose where you're going. We're just letting things flow today. Maybe you stay here for a little while and then change it to knee down. Just play around. Okay, press the right hand into the mat. Push the head away from the floor. Extend the fingertips high. Exhale, both hands down on the mat. Let's take the hips back over the heels, forehead to the floor. Extend the fingers towards the front of the mat. Child's pose. Lift the gaze, inhale back up to tabletop. From the right hip, extend the right leg directly out behind you. Level out the hips. Bring the weight into the right hand. Slightly lift the gaze as you lift the left fingertips away from the floor and extend them directly out in front of you for bird dog. On an exhale, pull the navel in, round the back, and bring the left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, extend both of them back out. Exhale, pull it in. How close can you get? Inhale, extend. Exhale, round, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the hand and the knee back down to the floor. Let's take it to the other side. So left leg extends long. Weight comes into the left hand and the right arm towards the front of the mat. Energizing through the right fingertips, through the left toes. Exhale, we round the back, knee comes in, elbow comes in. Inhale. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, don't forget to push the mat away with the knee and the hand. Reach. Last one, really round. Inhale. Bring the hand down, bring the knee down, take the hips back, come into child's pose. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Walk the hands forward a little. Curl the toes under. Pull the navel in, lift the hips, take the knees away from the floor, come into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Really extending the fingers wide, pressing the palms into the hand, firing up the shoulders, sits bones reaching high. Ooh, first one of the day. Let's walk our dog. Pedal it out. Work into the ankles. Again, just get creative. Find what feels good here. What do you want to move around? What needs releasing? When you're ready, settle in. Heels tractioning towards the floor. Hips headed high. Keeping the left foot on the floor. Let's raise the right leg from the hip. Point the toes up. Exhale, bend the knee, pull it into the chest, plant it in between the hands. Coming into runner's lunge. We're going to hold here for a minute. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Exhale, gently lower the back knee, uncurl the toes for low lunge. Plant the left hand into the mat. Take the right hand and put it on your right ankle. We're going to start from here. So knee is directly over the ankle, and I want you to just graze your fingertips all the way up the side of your leg till you get to the knee, and then release and extend up to the sky. I think that sometimes the best way to get in touch with your body is to literally touch your body. What does your skin feel like? When we pay attention to our senses, we're keeping ourselves in the current moment. What does it smell like where you are? What sounds can you hear? What tastes? All of these things keep us from the mental chatter that can be going on in our minds. Exhale, let's take the right hand back down to the floor. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee, step the right foot back, coming into plank just for a moment, and then lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in, step it through. Holding in runner's lunge. Pressing through the back heel. Exhale, lower the knee, uncurl the toes. Press into the right hand, and once again, just gently draw the fingertips up the leg, and then release. Take it high to the sky. Coming into this low lunge rotation. So we're releasing tension in the spine. And we're improving blood flow to the back muscles. Two more breaths. Exhale, left palm comes down to the floor. Curl the back toes, lift the knee, runner's lunge. Let's step the back foot up to meet the left, coming into Uttanasana, forward fold. Generously bend the knees. Allow the head and neck to be heavy. Maybe rock back and forth on the feet. From here, deeply bend the knees as you slowly roll the body up, one vertebrae at a time. Head and neck come last. Extend the arms overhead, palms to touch. Exhale, bring them into the heart. Take a breath here in Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, both arms high. Now leave them here for a moment. Take the right hand, grip the left wrist. We're going to gently pull over to the right side. So we're getting some length in the left side body here. Just hold here and breathe into it. Inhale up, other side. So left hand grabs right wrist and gently pulls it over to the left. Inhale up. Exhale as we allow the pelvis to roll over the femurs, coming into a forward fold. Inhale up, palms come to shins, flat back. Extend through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands to the floor. Step the left foot back, coming into runner's lunge. We're keeping the knee lifted this time and pressing the left hand into the floor. One more time. Trace the leg with the fingertips. Release and extend to the sky. Working into rotation can help us maintain healthy discs. Pressing through the left heel. We're also working into the hip flexors here. Gaze can be directly forward, or if you want to look up towards the hand. Exhale, release. Bring the right hand down to the floor. Step it back. Plank pose. Pull the navel in, pressing the floor away. Use the shoulders. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Step, walk, or jump the feet forward to meet the hands, coming back into Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend the knees, let's roll it up. Arms out overhead. Palms come into the heart. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold and release. Press the hands into the floor. Let's step the right foot back this time. Pressing the right palm into the floor. Knee over ankle. Tracing the fingertips up and extend. When we come into these twists, it can also assist in digestion, and it helps with elimination. We're basically just wringing our bodies out like a wet towel. This allows everything to flow. And that is a great down dog. Exhale, bring the left hand down to the floor. Step the left foot back, holding in plank pose. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Deep breath in the nose. Exhale at the mouth. All right, come up onto the toes. Walk, jump or step to the front of the mat. Uttanasana. Bending into the knees, let's zombie roll up. Inhale the arms high. Hands come into the heart. Now inhale the arms high. They can be shoulder distance. Bring all the weight into the right foot. Begin to lift the left heel away from the floor so you're coming onto the left toes. And when you're ready, can you step this left foot back, coming into crescent pose? Knees tractioning over the ankle. Should be able to see the big toe. We're lifting the back thigh up towards the sky. And once you feel ready, once you feel grounded, take both hands into the heart. Take a deep inhale. Exhale as you rotate over to the right. Can you connect the left elbow to the right knee? And then use that connection to twist a little deeper. Coming into a rotated lunge here. Maybe it's a little shaky, and that's okay. So we're improving flexibility of the obliques, and we're improving flexibility of the intercostals. One more breath. Release the hands, bring them to frame the front foot. Step the right foot back, holding in plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh. Walk the feet to the hands. Uttanasana. Inhale as we rise slowly. Inhale, palms to touch overhead. Exhale, draw them to the chest. Inhale, arms high. Bringing the weight into the left foot now. Raise the right heel away from the floor, pressing into the toes. And then stepping the right foot back, coming into crescent. Once you're steady here, palms into the chest. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, rotate over to the left, connect the knee and the elbow. Rotating open to the left side. What kind of creative energy is yearning to spring forth? How can we nurture this? Where can we let the creativity flow on and off the mat? Exhale, release, bring the hands to frame the foot. Step it back, plank pose. Sits bones high, downward facing dog. One more breath here. Exhale, step or walk it up. Forward fold. Inhale, rise. Fingers high. Exhale to the heart. And keeping the palms into the chest, sit back, coming into chair pose. So hips go low and the knees are staying behind the toes if possible. Really firing up the legs here. We're going to do something a little crazy now. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, rotate over to the right. Connect the left elbow to the right knee. Initiating that twist, pressing the hands together. From here, can you bring the weight into the right foot? Lift the left heel away from the floor, coming onto the toes, and then maybe stepping back, coming into rotated lunge one more time. Step it back. And maybe you fall, and that's okay. Don't be afraid to lose control. Just get back up and try again. And if this is too much, drop the left hand and extend the right arm high. Yogi's choice. And if you're holding here with me, one more breath. Exhale, release the hands, runner's lunge. Step the right foot back. Come up into downward facing dog. Exhale as you gently lower the knees down to the floor, uncurl the toes, take it back, child's pose. You deserve this one. One more breath here. Inhale up to tabletop. Step the hands forward. Curl the back toes. Lift up. Down dog. Walk the feet to the hands. Forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, rise. Arms high. Hands come into the chest. We've got to do the other side. So keeping the palms pressing into one another, we're going to sit back into chair pose. Hold here for 2 breaths. Now take a deep inhale. Exhale, let's rotate over to the left. Connect the knee and the elbow. And press the palms together to open up a little more to the left. Let's shift the weight into the left foot. Take the right heel away from the ground. And when you're ready, step back. Again, it doesn't matter what it looks like. We just want to see what it feels like. And if it doesn't feel good, bring the hand down. And then use this top arm to reach up to take the weight away from the right wrist. Or holding here with this connection. Strengthening the spinal ligaments and creating space in between the vertebrae as we rotate. Exhale, let it go. Bring the hands down to the floor. Step the right foot up to the left. Let it all go, forward fold. Whew. Slowly bring it all up. Arms extend overhead. And bring it into the heart. Okay, so come to the long side of your mat and walk the feet out. Sides of the feet are parallel with the short end of the mat. A comfortable width. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Hands on the hips. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, we're going to hinge forward with a flat back. Hands come down to the floor for Padottanasana. So we're using the muscles on the insides of the legs here. They're still fired up, but everything else is just releasing. The spine is pouring out of the pelvis here. Pressing the feet into the floor. If headstand is in your practice and you want to move into it from here, go ahead. Or maybe you want to walk the hands out a little bit. More like a down dog variation. Again, tap into your creativity. Find where you want to be today. What does your body like to do right now in this moment? Two more rounds of breath. Inhale halfway, fingertips on the mat. Let's take the toes out and the heels in, so we're externally rotating the legs now. On an exhale, walk the fingertips over to the right side as you deeply bend into the right knee. The left foot is going to come away from the floor, and we're going to end up on the left heel here. Foot is flexed, and then pressing this right elbow into the right knee, opening up the hip. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, let's walk it over to the left for Skandasana. Let's try to do one breath, one movement. So inhale to center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Let's do one more time on either side. Inhale, let's come back to center. Bring both feet parallel with the sides of the mat one more time. Flat back, bring the hands to the hips. Let's inhale, bring it all the way up. All right, step the feet in. We're gonna come to the front of the mat. So take the feet wider than hip width distance. Again, toes are pointed out and the heels are in. Hands come to the heart center. Exhale, we're going to lower the hips all the way down, coming into a yogi squat. When we get here, press both elbows into the knees. Press the palms together and lift through the crown of the head. Breathe here. So 3 options. You can hold here in Malasana Yogi Squat, or if you have a block, if you want to put that underneath the bum, whatever height is comfortable, it can take a little work out of it. That's one option. Or if you want to fly, this is a great time to come into crow pose. Palms pressed into the mat. Bring the knees to the back of the biceps. Gaze forward, coming onto the toes, and begin to lean forward. Lean, 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 and maybe the toes come off of the floor. So you choose if you want to fly or if you want to relax a little. 2 more breaths. This is Yelis, my yogi master. She taught me everything I know. Okay, from here, just come all the way down onto the bum. Bring the feet a little farther away from you. They're hip width distant. Take both hands behind you, maybe 8 inches or so. fingers pointed away from you. On an exhale, let the knees fall over to the right. Inhale them up. Exhale, let them flow to the left. Nice fluid movements. Let the hips come into it as much as they like, whatever feels good. Here, one more time on either side. And coming back to center, let's lay all the way down on our mats. Bring both knees into the chest. Again, rocking back and forth on the sacrum if that feels nice. Exhale, extend the left leg, keeping the right knee into the chest. Can you reach the right hand to the inside of the right foot and grab a hold of the arch, pulling the knee towards the right armpit? Again, just opening up this hip. Can you relax the shoulders here? And if you can't grab a hold of the inside of the foot, maybe you just grab the ankle and draw it in. Again, just playing around with movement and finding what works for you today. The body's always changing. It always needs something different. Can you listen and find out what it needs? Exhale, release the grip. Bring the left knee into the chest. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, extend the right leg. And with the right knee still in the chest, bring the left hand to grab the inside arch of the left foot as you draw it in towards the left side of the body. I like to put my hand on my other hip so that I don't roll too far to the side. It keeps me grounded here. And again, we're grabbing whatever we can reach. Two more breaths. And this half happy baby. Exhale, release the hold. Take the legs long, or the knees bent. Whatever feels good right now. Begin to let everything soften. Let everything release. Sometimes we have to let go of how we think life is supposed to be. And just try to find joy in what's happening right now. Let go of control. Go with the flow. We're coming into Shavasana, so find any position where you can lay comfortably for a while. Soften the muscles of the face. Allow the breath to be soft. everything go. Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath. Come back to the present moment. Become aware of your surroundings. Wiggle the toes. Rub the thumb over the fingertips. Knock it off! Maybe circle the ankles and the wrists. Begin moving and stretching in whatever way feels delicious. Extend through the toes, reach the fingertips overhead. And when you're ready, roll over to your favorite side for fetal pose. Take a deep breath into the back body here. Push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Let's take a nice deep inhale in the nose. Out the mouth, let it go. Bring the hands together. Bringing the thumbs into the heart center. Balanced here, body, mind, heart, and breath as one. The light and the darkness in me sees and respects the light and the darkness in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you continue to release your creativity and take risks on and off the mat. If you like free yoga, please subscribe to my page, and I'll see you again on the mat. Thanks.